I wanted to give an update on the most amazing grill mod that I posted a couple years ago. This was the one with the removable brackets that took care of this extra space that Smokey Joe had left on it. They just had a metal rack about on the flat plate here, and so if you weren't doing pork butts, which obviously that was a great idea for pork butts because they're thick and tall, but I was thinking to myself, well, what if you had a few racks of ribs and you wanted to do more than 4? It's probably about 4 years old you could put on the bottom. I reached out to a contact of mine who's a welder, and I asked him if he could design a system that could put another rack in the middle. And I didn't care how he did it. I didn't care if he did it, welded it in so it couldn't be removable. But in hindsight now, removable was the best way to go. So we can put, I don't know, 4 baby backs in here, maybe 2 or 4 up here, and chicken halves, a whole bunch of chicken halves, and smoke them. So this was originally a stick burner. So I got a little disillusioned with the stick burner because you have to tend to it. You get a nice fire going, and then it would burn a little too hot, and then you'd have to come out and adjust the vent to try to get it to cool. Then it would go the opposite way. Then it would get too cool. Then you have to come out and stir it up again, and then add more logs. And an overnight cook for me was impossible because I wasn't going to sit out here all night and keep adding fuel to the fire. So I decided to go with a pellet smoker, and I didn't want to throw this unit out because it's you know, for the most part it's a well-made unit for under $300. So what I did was I found on the internet that somebody makes a standalone pellet box. So I reached out to them and I purchased this unit because inside of my smoker, when I took the firebox off, there was a big opening here. You really can't see it now because I had a welder put a plate on it, and so the box would attach. So I figured it would be a fairly easy process. I wasn't even sure if I needed somebody to build a plate for it, but come to find out I did. So he built a plate, and then we attached the smoker, and it's got a fairly large hopper. I think it's 20 pounds or close, and obviously it's electric. And so what I've been doing is if I want to do a couple pork butts, I'll start them at 6 p.m. or so the night before and let them cook all night. And as long as the probe is in here, I'll set it at 200 or 225. It'll cook all night long, no problems. I wake up in the morning, it's fairly close to being done. So that, I think that was one of the better options I added to this aside from the rack. The unit is probably 3 years old now or so, and it's still solid. I mean, I do keep it covered. The cover isn't the greatest, but it keeps for the most part moisture off of it, even though there's quite a few holes in it now and has to be replaced. But I just wanted to touch base on this because I'm really happy about it, and I think it was a great mod. I'm gonna mention where I purchased this pellet hopper from. I'm sure there's a bunch of people online that do it, but I think this was under $300 for the pellet hopper, and I think it was a great investment. So all right, just wanted to give you an update. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.